On this episode of Unbillable, we tell you what to do when customer service just isn't handling your problem. Normally, I don't do this. Normally, I make unbillables about things that are on my mind, current events, things like that. You know what it is. You're an unbilly. Subscribe if you haven't. Do that right now. Like, why waste time? But this episode, we're going to do this by request. I mean, literally by request. I'm going to type my little code in and read. Here's the question I got, and that's what this episode of Unbillable is about. As the world turns to fewer corporations which are larger and more isolated, you need to do a vlog on how to get some results beyond the standard customer service level. You can kind of see me smiling already. Who to reach, how to file small claims. It'll have more views than all 114 unbillables combined. Okay, first of all, this is episode 120, so it'd have to have more views than all 119 episodes combined. But let's get into it. What do you do when you need the next level after customer service? What happens when customer service doesn't satisfy you as a consumer? What do you do next? You grab something large and you throw it. No, you don't do that. That is exactly what you do not do. So let's talk about how this might come up. So an easy example might be, let's say you bought a TV at a local electronics store, and then you took it home, and when you got it home, let's say it was cracked, or a corner of it was broken or smashed, or let's just say the remote was dented or damaged. That's usually kind of the most common scenario by which a consumer will take back the large device to the store. Now, in today's world, the stores don't want to deal with any sort of negative publicity or negative customer service issues, so generally where and when they can, they will almost always return the product. Now, I'm not here to like advocate as if all retail stores do such a great job with customer service. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I'm saying in a modern retail environment, oftentimes the store is happy to just give you a store credit to keep you spending your money in the store and not having a bad experience. But what happens when like you hire someone to build you a shade structure, like a pergola, something to go over your patio so that you're not in the sun all day or something like that, and then you pay them money up front and they never come back? I mean, what about that scenario? What about when you call their office and say, hey, I paid you this money for the pergola, for the shade structure, and then no one ever came and built it? And they're like, okay, we'll be there Friday. And then Friday comes and nobody shows up. So you call back and you're like, hey, I paid you this money for the pergola and no one ever came and built it. And then you said you'd come and build it on Friday. Friday came and went, nobody came by. And they're like, oh, sorry about that. We meant this coming Friday. And you're like, all right, fine. Somebody better be there. Well, then this Friday comes and goes and no one shows up. Surprise, surprise. And now you still don't have your shade structure and you don't have your money. Are you going to call back again and ask them, hey, where are you? Are you coming back again? And there's like, sure, on Friday. And then that Friday comes and goes and they never show up. How many times are you going to go through that cycle? What are you going to do? You're just going to keep calling and talking to that same person on the phone over and over again who keeps making promises that don't come through? See, at some point you are going to have to advance this past the customer service stage. And in a scenario where you've given someone, again, I use the number $5,000, I use that number strategically because the next answer, where you're going, it's small claims court. So like small claims court, what is that? Small claims court is like regular court or civil court, except it's for small claims. It's for claims less than $10,000. Now, does that mean if you paid someone $12,000, you're not allowed to use small claims court? No, it doesn't work exactly like that. What it means is no matter how much you've been damaged, no matter how much money you've lost because of this issue or problem, the cap on what the court can give you is $10,000. So it means even if you've been damaged 12, the court can only give you 10. So let's say you're willing to like give up that $2,000, and there's reasons why you might be. So you're saying, like, I know I'm owed 12, but I'll just take the 10. Then small claims court is a place for you. Or if you paid $5,000 for a shade structure, well, then small claims is a great spot because getting your $5,000 back is well within the limitations of the $10,000 cap. So small claims court, why would you want to use small claims court? Well, number one, the filing fee. The filing fee is about $200. I'm in Riverside County, right? So in every county, it's going to be a little bit different. Riverside County, California. Our small claims filing fee is about $200 less than our civil court filing fee. So right away, you're saving a couple $100. If you know your claim is going to be under the small claims cap, why not save that money? So that's the first reason. A second reason is right when you file your lawsuit, you're given like a court date immediately. So like the entire process of the litigation of the claim is going to be sped up quite a bit. It's not going to take as long as normal civil court where you file a lawsuit, have the period to respond. Now you have those same things in small claims court, but the whole process is just shrunk. So you right away, from the day you file your complaint, you know what day you're coming back to court for your trial, for your one and only hearing on your case. So speed, expeditious results. That's another reason small claims court is good. Again, don't forget the cap, $10,000. It's important, but it does give you kind of a quicker result. And then third thing, no lawyers. What? That's right, small claims court, no lawyers. You can't hire me or anybody like me. You can't hire a lawyer to go to small claims court on your behalf. It's the actual people involved in the dispute coming before a judge and just giving their side of the story. You see me kind of make room for someone else. It's because there's going to be both sides, right? There's going to be me saying, I gave them $5,000 and they never did the work. And it's going to be them being like, we did the work. What are they talking about? See, there's going to be two sides at the small claims court hearing, which is the date that you're given right when you file it, when you save money on your filing fee because you know your claim's going to be under the $10,000 cap. You see that summary? I think you like that. I hope you like that. If you like that, hit the like button. But small claims court, I mean, there is a time and a place for it. If your claim is for a $100,000 construction project, are you willing to give up the $90,000 and only take 10? Probably not. And that's where civil court comes in. But when that number is less than the cap, and you want a quick result and you're willing to represent yourself, that's the place to take it. That's the place you go. Small claims court, that is your next level for customer service. Now, that's not really a good way to say it. It's definitely not customer service when you get to that point, but in most small claim court arenas, they do provide you an opportunity to negotiate and try to work out your problem before you go see the judge. So there is always ample opportunity for you to resolve your own dispute. I mean, that's really what we want. There's got to be scenarios where you're not always running to a lawyer, especially when lawyers are, somewhat expensive. Sorry, got to keep it real. And so that's where small claims court comes in. To my friend who sent me this text asking for me to give an answer to this question, I hope you're happy. I don't want to take unbillable requests, but if you have something you want me to talk about it, put it in the comments below. I mean, I'm happy to take a look. And of course, I think I'm going to say it's over there. Yeah, subscribe over there. And of course, watch another episode by clicking right down here. Thanks for watching.